some suspects are well versed in their rights. What happens when idiot cops try to push these smart citizens' limits? Here are instances where smart suspects humbled stupid cops.
Sir, what's she stop you for? For a walking stick. And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to really present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID.
This is James Hodges, a legally blind 61-year-old man. On October 31st, 2022, around 8 in the morning, Officer Jamie Govda, a female police officer from the Columbia County Sheriff's Office in Lake City, Florida, spotted Mr. Hodges walking along some roads toward his home. Mr. Hodges carries a cane for walking. Observe how Officer Goad, accompanied by Sergeant Harrison, has evil intentions while Mr. Hodges walks past him.
Hi there! What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aid. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here.
I was
You
investigating.
have reasonable,
Do you want me to
articulated
put you in
suspicion.
handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't
Have
have
you
to.
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm
Have a
doing my
good
job.
day. Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in here?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
You don't.
Sir, what's she stop you for? For a walking stick. And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to really present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable, articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to do a crime. Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay? And she's asking you for your ID. Well, now she has verified that I am not armed, okay? So there is no problem. Do you have your ID or not? I do have my ID, but you don't need it, okay?
For those who don't know, Officer Goday initially stopped Mr. Hodges because of a Florida law that says an individual cannot openly carry a firearm. However, even after confirming that Mr. Hodges was unarmed, Officer Goad and Sergeant Harrison persisted in detaining and harassing him.
Sir, you deserve it.
77 Whiskey Mike detained. I don't know where his wallet is.
Where's your wallet at, sir? I don't have a wallet on me.
Okay, where's your ID?
Where's your ID? Pocket. Which pocket? You are not allowed to search me.
It's in this pocket.
There you go.
Thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
1257 on Nick 654 27.
Yeah, 4427. Preferably
Hotel
your cards.
322 457 6125440.
Sir, are you legally blind? Yes, I am. I had to walk up here in the dark for jury duty, which was canceled. Why aren't you using your stick? You don't have to use your stick all the time? Not all the time.
26.
Green.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know, I put you in jail for resisting.
Okay. All right, let's go.
I want your name and badge number too, sir.
Have a seat.
You'll pick my property up,
I
please.
sure will, after you have a seat.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
Officer Goad and Sergeant Harrison placed Mr. Hodges in handcuffs and conducted an illegal search by reaching into Mr. Hodges' pocket and taking his identification. This violates the rights of Mr. Hodges for unreasonable searches and seizures, according to the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Mr. Hodges was kept in jail without access to life-sustaining medications he'd been prescribed. Following an internal investigation, Sergeant Harrison was immediately demoted and was suspended for a week. Officer Goad was suspended for a couple of days, and both officers underwent remedial training for civil rights. A GoFundMe campaign initiated by Hodges' lawyer last November garnered $2,250 out of its $25,000 objective. Another campaign, which nearly reached its $35,000 goal by accumulating approximately $34,000, was created by a complete stranger who saw the story, according to Hodges, who resides in a rented mobile home.
So, do you have anything illegal in the car today?
No, like I said, I got a concealed carry permit, but other than that, I don't have nothing illegal.
Okay, so there's nothing illegal. Would you mind if I look?
No, you may not look.
You may not look.
Unless you have a search warrant.
This is Officer Hollyfield from the Richland Police Department. On February 18th, 2023, at around 10:36 in the morning, Officer Hollyfield made a traffic stop on a black Buick Regal. The driver, Ian Alexander, allegedly had crossed the speed limit and was asked to pull over by the side of the road somewhere in Richland, Mississippi.
Hello, sir. You got your driver's license and insurance on you?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
Sure, go ahead. Y'all doing all right today?
Yeah. Well, my insurance card's on my phone.
Sure, that's fine. Go ahead. Who's your insurance with?
Progressive.
Progressive? Okay. All right.
Pretty sure I got it. Should say April 28, 2023.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I see that. All right, well, look, the reason I'm stopping here today, Mr. Alexander, is you're going a little fast, window tint's a little too dark, okay? The speed limit's 45, I'm doing 45, and you came by me, all right? You were obviously faster than me, about 10 miles over to be, in fact. So, also, your window tint's too dark. Where are you headed to today?
I'm just going. Why?
Huh?
Why do you want to know?
Just conversation, just asking where you're going. Huh?
McGee.
McGee? Okay, you coming from Madison? Is that where y'all live, up in Madison? Somebody else come over here. Come here, please. What's that now?
I'm making sure, I live in Ridgeland.
You live in Ridgeland? Okay. Okay. All right, sure. Well, just sit tight for me, okay? So, Mr. Alexander, will you step back here and talk to me, please?
I guess I can.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind. You're not under arrest or anything. I just want to talk to you.
Okay, I got a concealed carry permit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Do you have it on you? Do you have the firearm on you?
Yeah, it's in
Just
my
don't-
waistband on
Okay.
the
Just don't do me a favor. Don't reach for it. That's all I ask. Just keep your hands up there, okay? All right. So I understand it's a traffic stop. Not everybody gets stopped every day, and this can be a little uncomforting for people. I get that. Okay. My concern is that you are about to suck all the oxygen out of the air right now because you're breathing so heavy. All right. You're so nervous, and so why would you be extremely or overly nervous with me for a simple traffic stop?
I mean, because I was talking and I was busy, but I didn't know I was speeding.
Okay.
So I wasn't really sure why I was getting pulled over.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested before or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You mind if I ask what for? You can't get in trouble for telling me.
I
I'm just
can't
curious.
remember. I had DUI 20 years ago.
DUI 20 years?
Probably
Okay.
about it.
Okay. All right. When's the last time you were arrested? Do you remember that?
No, it's been probably 20 years.
20 years?
Probably about
Anything
1999.
Anything narcotics related at all?
No.
Or do you wear glasses or contacts?
Contacts.
Okay. All right. Are those colored contacts or are your eyes always that kind of grayish, glassy,
I
a
got
little bit glassy?
green eyes or whatever.
Green eyes? Okay. Are you under the influence of any narcotics or alcohol today?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Your pupils are like pinpoint, and that's why I asked.
I mean,
have you taken
there's
any
a couple
prescriptions or
things.
anything?
You asked me why I was nervous. First of all, I didn't realize I was speeding. So did you get that on radar or?
I paced you. I was right behind you. Actually, you
Okay.
passed me, as I said
I mean, it's
earlier.
possible because I was talking and
It's
we
not
were
possible.
in a
It's fact.
conversation. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have just stopped you for nothing. I mean, I'm doing the speed limit and you passed me, so there's that. I mean,
Okay.
that's in my line of work. That's called a clue. When I'm doing the speed limit and you pass me, that would be a very
I mean,
obvious
I
indicator
can't
of
argue
you.
with you. Like I said, I might have been, but I don't remember. But, okay.
Initially, it looked like a normal traffic stop, but things are starting to escalate.
And then you're saying about my tent, but
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the tent's not illegal.
I guarantee you it is. The state law is 28%, and that's a lot
On the
darker than
front or the
28%.
back?
Any window.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know.
Well, and that's common.
You're asking me why I'm nervous. That's because I was kind of upset. You're asking me where I'm going and where I live, and I don't think that I'm allowed. I don't have to answer that.
You absolutely don't. It's just casual conversation. So, do you have anything illegal in the car today? Anything
No, like
at all?
I said, I got a concealed carry permit, but other than that, I don't have nothing illegal.
Okay, so there's nothing. Would you mind if I look?
No, you may not look.
You may not look.
Unless you have a search warrant.
Okay. I don't, but
Okay.
I'm simply asking. I mean, your pupils
I mean,
are
I can open up the trunk, I can open the doors up, but I don't want you to go in and look through my car.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like I have to.
For those who don't know, you can formally deny the request to search your property unless the officer possesses a search warrant. Alexander seems to be aware of this law and fully leverages it to withhold the corrupt cop.
And you absolutely don't. I'm simply, see, in my line of work, what I do is I love doing this, okay? I love working in narcotics. And you're giving off a lot of precursors that could potentially lead up to narcotics. I'm not saying that you do, and I'm not saying that you don't. If you don't have anything...
No, I don't have any narcotics. I don't do.
I didn't say
I mean,
that you
you're
did.
foaming at the mouth. You're asking me why I'm nervous. I mean, this is ridiculous.
How is
Can I
it-
please have a witness? Do you mind coming closer? Okay.
So there's nothing illegal in the
Are you a
car.
supervisor? Are you a supervisor? May I have a supervisor?
You're talking to him.
Okay. There's nothing illegal in my car whatsoever.
Would you like to see my supervisor?
I mean, what's the next step?
I'm just
am I going
simply-
to get a ticket for speeding or what?
That's to be determined. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm simply asking for... I don't understand why you're getting so
more
hostile
than
with me.
welcome Because the way I'm being treated. I mean,
How are you being treated?
how do I look like I have narcotics?
I didn't
Because
say
I
you
have a
look like
black
you had
girlfriend?
narcotics. I said you were displaying
why?
indicators.
What are you saying? I have pupils. I'm nervous. I mean, I was upset because you're asking me where I'm going.
That was just casual conversation. So here's the
That's
deal. Look,
not
I'm not going
your
to sit here and
business where
argue. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, I'm simply
What
asking
would
a
you
few
like me to
questions.
do? Do you want me to open the trunk? Do you want me to?
I just
look
asked if you
inside
mind
the
if I
car?
look. You don't have to. You
I
can
don't
tell
want
me
you
no all day
searching
long.
through it, but this on video?
He has one. Just be cognizant of that.
They're saying I have suspicion of narcotics or something.
I didn't.
I mean, you're welcome to look. There's absolutely nothing in here.
Okay.
Absolutely
So
nothing.
would you mind if I look in the car?
I give you the permission to view what's in my car. But
Okay,
under no
here's the
circumstances
thing.
are you allowed to just search my car without a search warrant. I mean,
There's a few different ways that I can. Probable cause, okay, which I'm just asking you for
What's
verbal
the
consent.
probable cause? Can you please explain to him what the
I
probable
didn't,
cause
I didn't
was?
say there was. I
You
just
did
asked you
too.
if I could
You
look.
said I had
Look, you're just
suspicion
getting
of
defensive with
narcotics.
me for asking common questions. All right, I'm just doing my job. I'm doing what's called a patrol investigation. I made a stop for probable cause, which
Can
the
I
probable
please have a
cause was
witness,
speeding.
sir?
He is a witness.
Can you please come closer and listen? Okay, thank you.
He's recording. I'm recording. I know y'all
That
are
is
recording.
great
That's
because
fine. That's well within
sure
your right.
there are steps to go to the station and get copies and everything of this because this is ridiculous.
Okay. Is this your wife, girlfriend,
This
friend?
is my fiance, my girlfriend,
Okay.
for 5 years.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Yeah, I'm just asking you several questions. All right. We'll just sit tight. I'll tell you
So I'm
what.
going 50 miles an hour. And you're calling me-
Officer Hollyfield seemingly failed to satisfy his ego by questioning Alexander, so instead, he moves to interrogate Alexander's fiancée.
Ma'am, would you be willing to step out and speak with me out here, please? Do you have any indication of me ever being rude, ugly, too assertive, aggressive?
Not to me.
Okay. All
to
right.
me.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, so thank you. I appreciate that. Well, look, here's the reason for the stop today, okay? I'm doing the speed limit, 45 miles per hour. He comes past me. All right, that's an indicator that he's traveling over the posted speed limit at which I was traveling. Okay, that is called probable cause for a traffic stop, okay, in which I have done. Furthermore, the window tint on the vehicle is darker than the legal limit, so there is further probable cause for a traffic stop.
Listen to me.
They don't have the right to search my car.
Hey, listen to me. I understand, okay? And I understand how you get, I understand how you get. They don't understand. They're not.
I mean, this guy's reasonable. This guy's a jerk.
They're not used to you. I am, so I know. When he get like that, I can't even know. But by them being police officers, they gonna do this.
I mean, I told him you can visually look in my car if you want to look in the car, but you're not going to dig through it and search through it. No.
Well, there's a fine line between what you're telling me I can and can't do, okay? I just asked you if I could look in your vehicle, okay? That would encompass me looking in the center console, the cup holders and stuff. Not an invasive search. I'm not trying to go through your car and pull out your bills that you've had stuffed in your glove compartment for the past 4 years. I don't care about that, okay? It's a non-invasive look into the vehicle. Unless there's something in there that would key me up to something else. Okay, well, hold on. Let me talk, okay? Let me talk. Okay, obviously I've known your fiance for a little bit and didn't realize she remembers me. I don't remember her. Okay, and we have established, the words came out of her mouth that in the interactions that we've had over the last several years when she was working here, are you still working there? No, it's not. We've never had a negative interaction. I do not come at people some type of way that you perceive that I am, okay? You got defensive with me for doing my job, okay? Stop, don't interrupt me again, please. I've been more than restrained and trying to be very nice to you, okay? So here's the thing. I've asked you questions and you've just been defensive with me the whole time trying to do my job. All right, so I'm going to ask you one more time.
No.
Do you mind if I look in your car or not?
No.
Okay.
Lastly, after all this drama, Officer Hollyfield issues 2 citations to Alexander, one for overspeeding and the other for using tints on his car's windows.
Well, then just sit tight. Don't go back in the car for now, all right? Be mindful he has a firearm in his waistband. All right, Mr. Alexander, issued you 2 citations today, one for speeding 10 over and one for window tint. Give you a court date of March 29th. You have on that date or up to it to pay for citations. If you pay for them prior to that date, you don't have to be in court. If you don't, you need to call ahead and let them know that you're not going to make it. They will gladly rearrange or make a payment plan if you'd rather do that. If you no call, no show, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and we'll just come pick you up, okay? Thank you.
I'm walking. That's what I'm doing. Okay. It's the 4th Amendment to be allowed to walk without seizures or anything like that.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure that's the 4th Amendment?
You sure? You want to bet money on it?
These are Patrolman Michael LaMontagne and Corporal Michael Pritch with the Little Egg Harbor Police Department, Ocean County, New Jersey. A teenager was walking down the road, and as the cop car passed by, the teenager flipped him off. This was enough to bruise Sepal Pritch's fragile ego, and he decided to exert authority by the same age-old demand that the citizen ID himself. This tactic is commonly employed by the officers so that they can find an excuse to take things further and limit your freedom.
Why you giving me the finger? What? What's your problem?
What?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No. Come here.
For what reason?
Why you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No.
What, do you have a
name?
problem?
No.
You have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh? Come here.
What?
Get over here.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Huh?
Pull up the law.
What's your name?
What's the law?
What's your name?
The law?
What's your name? How
What's
old
the law?
are you?
Have a good one.
Whatever. What?
You heard me.
Come here.
I'm afraid of you?
Come here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says who?
Turn around. Come on.
Bro, that is not a crime.
Yes, it is.
If Corporal Pritch thinks cursing or flipping anyone off is illegal, he badly needs a refresher course on First Amendment. It might be hurtful to your feelings or unethical, but it is absolutely not illegal.
No, it's not.
Why are you cursing me?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
Help! Help!
No help.
Help! Help!
Yo.
Help!
At this point, Corporal Pritch turns off his body camera and handcuffs the teenager. We have seen it time and again how cameras are kryptonite for such cops. This is when a fellow tyrant patrolman, Michael James, also gets there, and cop explains how it is completely legal to handcuff innocent people if they hurt a cop's sentiments.
Right now because I was cursing at him. And he said,
You're being detained because you're acting strange.
what? That's not legal.
It is legal. He's allowed to detain you until he performs his
So what
investigation.
am I doing though? What am I doing that made him detain me? What legal right?
Every time I rode by him twice, he shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "Well, you're
Is that a crime?
No problem." Well, then he tells me
That's not a
this is
crime.
causing public disturbance. Then he
That's
tells
not,
me to
no, that's not a crime.
F off, big.
Yeah, off, big. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck you want me to do? Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What did you
legal
do?
reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you?
What legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Why are you shooting me the finger? Why are you?
Is that illegal?
Why are you flipping the bird? Yes, it is. When you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past? Well, I'd like to see you guys prove it in court.
It's called causing a public disturbance.
I know the law.
By being a nuisance.
I know the law.
The officers try their best to juggle around with legal terms in order to justify this illegal detainment. When they realize that the citizen is a little too educated for that, they come up with a different story. Corporal Pritch turns this contact into a safety check and says he stopped the teenager to check up on him and make sure if he is doing fine.
I'm not saying you're being charged with anything. At that
I'm
point,
just
he's
figuring out
detaining
what's wrong with you.
to make sure that there is nothing wrong.
Make sure you're okay.
Make sure that you're okay.
What reason does he need to detain me?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. Were you signaling to him?
No, he knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling to you.
You bring attention to yourself.
That's not signaling.
You're acting strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect me.
How do you know?
You're walking on the side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once. That will not hold up.
Do you know him? Do you know him?
It's not your business. I
It is
plead
my
the fifth.
business.
I plead the fifth then. Well, I'd like to see you legally hold that in court because
I'm not charging you with anything, so I don't legally need to hold anything in court.
Well, I want to know from your perspective.
I pulled up onto the scene, so you tell me what you were doing.
To bring you attention.
I plead the fifth. You idiot. How long have you been a cop? 6?
Longer than you.
Listen,
Longer than you. I'm not a cop.
I don't understand what the point of this is.
I'm walking. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's the Fourth Amendment to be allowed to walk without seizures or anything like that.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure that's the Fourth Amendment? You
You
sure?
want to bet money on it?
Finally, the teenager shows them their ID. He did put up a good fight and plans to drag the cops to the court. The cops are wasting their time, the citizens' time, and taxpayers' money as they try to interrogate a teenager who had just hurt their fragile ego.
I don't understand. Is that a body camera?
That's what it is.
Perfect. Tuckerton doesn't have them. You know that? Tuckerton's been on back order for a month. Because I have a lawsuit against them. That's why. And I wish they'd have body cams. I would love if they had body cams. To take out the bad cops.
It's for all of us.
Right.
It's for all of us. It's for everybody that's involved in the situation. Okay?
Appreciate it.
If you have any problems or anything, and you want to come down, you want to talk to somebody, our supervisors are always there as well. Okay?
Well, I'm going to
And
take a
you can do
lawsuit.
that.
So who would I press criminal charges against?
You're gonna have to
police
call.
officers.
You're gonna have to call and figure that out with a lawyer. You would have to file a complaint with the courts.
Got it.
Okay, and then you can go from there if you want to see if you can press charges and whatnot if you
Perfect.
violated your rights.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Stay out of the
Am I free to
roadway.
go?
Don't give us fingers.
Shut the f- up.
Stay out of the roadway. Stop causing a public alarm.
Dude, shut the f- up. Am I
Stop
free to go?
cursing.
Am I
You're free to go.
Stop cursing. Go.
You're free to go.
Encounters like this promote citizens to adopt a more adversarial attitude towards the cops. Instead, if Corporal Pritch had tried to calmly resolve the situation, this scenario could be avoided completely. If you have a fragile ego and you cannot stand people exercising their legal freedom of speech, however unethical or immoral you think it is, you have no place to be in a public office.
What's up?
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
You're loud exhaust. Do you have your driver's license registration?
Loud exhaust?
Yeah.
I was doing like 10 kilometers an hour slow past you.
It's still loud.
This is Damon Fryer, a YouTuber, car enthusiast, and an internet celebrity. On December 30th, 2022, Mr. Fryer was cruising in one of his Lamborghini along with his friend David Coulter in Newport Beach, California, when he was allegedly caught overspeeding and his car being too loud by a cop by the Newport Beach Police Department. Watch how the encounter unravels.
Alright, well, that's a one-way. What the flip around? I'll off about up here.
All right.
What's up, police?
Is he pulling me over?
This cop's coming.
Well, this should be good. We were literally doing like 10 kilometers an hour.
What the hell? We were like literally just driving down the road.
What's up?
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
You're loud exhaust. Do you have your driver's license registration?
Loud exhaust.
Yeah.
I was doing like 10 kilometers an hour slow past you.
It's still loud. Do you have your driver's license registration insurance?
Yeah, I'll get that for you. Registration.
Perfect.
So what's the rule with exhaust noise then?
27150A says that your car has to be equipped with an adequate muffler.
So how would you know in the moment that it wasn't?
It's got to produce, not produce any loud or unusual noise. So.
Do you have like a
It's just loud.
decibel reader or anything?
No, that's a different section. Do you have your driver's license with you?
Yeah, watch yourself a second. It almost feels like, because there's a car shot on the road, you guys are basically baiting people.
I'm not baiting anybody. All right, hang over here.
That's
dirty.
Definitely baiting people.
There's no way.
They were sitting there waiting for everyone.
I'm actually a bit shocked right now because we literally were driving so slow trying to find. Were we filming?
What's that?
Were you filming when we left the parking lot?
I think so.
I was doing like 10 kilometers an hour in second. Like I was barely moving.
I was looking. It's interesting.
Taking a picture.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
So question, now that you've pulled this over and you have the registration and the plate, and you know the car is not even from this country.
Yeah.
Mr. Fryer and Mr. Coulter expressed their protest and questioned the approach taken by the police officer. The officer quickly sensed that the traffic stop could escalate when he realized that the car did not have a United States license plate. Observe how he reacts to the situation during his encounter with Mr. Fryer and Mr. Coulter.
So now you know that there's really nothing illegal on this car's behalf. He doesn't know what to say.
All right, sir. Like I said, just citation for the loud exhaust. Okay, here's a copy of citation information. I'll be sitting right here next to the black X. It's not a mission to guilt. It's a promise we'll take care of it.
So next to the X?
Yep.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
So if you weren't trapping cars, why were you parked next to the parking lot waiting for people to leave?
I was parked on the street over here. Have a good day. Drive
Well, I
safe.
haven't signed yet. I haven't finished signing.
You signed it right
I
here.
got halfway through. That's not my signature. I won't hand up. Seriously.
Okay, just finish signing.
The other question is, what's the ticket for? You said loud exhaust. Is it that it was a municipal violation, or is it that the car has a modified exhaust, or
Drive
what
safe.
is?
Have a good day.
Do you want to answer any questions?
So is that a disputable ticket?
Sure.
Oh, it is.
Any ticket disputable.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, you just give it to ticketclinic.com and.
Well, usually an officer has a duty of explaining to the charges.
He don't want to
When
talk.
I finished signing my signature.
He didn't want
I
to
didn't.
talk. Have a good one. How's it going? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's going on with the car show? It seems like you guys have like kind of surrounded it, like to kind of get these guys.
I gotta go.
Are you his sergeant?
I am one of the
He didn't even
sergeants.
explain the ticket. I was halfway signing and he walked away. I know there's a camera,
He
but
told
like,
me he explained it.
there's people doing things and takeovers all the bad stuff. This is a car show at 9 in the morning. They're hanging out front giving tickets to everybody. Like,
Yeah, what's the point?
that's pointless. That's just like, people are going to respect you guys if you do things like this. If you're speeding or breaking the law, all illegal stuff happening, I get that. But literally, these guys are like having a coffee at 8 in the morning.
We were filming.
Slow.
We were filming from the car show too here.
Your opinion.
Driving at like 3,000 RPM, really quietly.
I mean, he walked up and didn't explain the ticket to me, and I was signing. He walked away as I was signing. We film things for YouTubers, but when you're an officer, being filmed is a good thing because if you're being professional in your job, no one can argue with it. That's why we film everything. That's why you guys wear badge cams.
Yeah, it's just
Do it. It protects us.
Yeah, it's
So that's why I was asking him. He just walked away.
it's unfortunate that like you get an ad.
Talk to him. I know he told me when I pulled up. He explained it. When you go to court, the officer and the judge can explain everything like he did already. Any other questions?
No.
Mr. Coulter, the driver of the car, received a speeding ticket. Despite this, the deputy failed to provide an explanation for the tickets and the violation. Consequently, he promptly left the scene after realizing he had been exposed for his corrupt behavior.
Is there a law change? Yeah, you can't ride your bikes on the boardwalk. When did that law change? It's been a law for quite a while.
This is Lieutenant Mark Coble from the Long Beach Police Department, California. On the 20th of March, 2016, Lieutenant Coble approached a young boy named Iriez and asked him to leave the Rainbow Harbor Esplanade area while he was found doing tricks with his bicycle. Luckily, the boy was aware of his rights and repeatedly quoted the law to confirm his active citizenry.
You guys walk your bikes. Walk your bike. If you're up here and doing tricks and people, well, I don't care. But once you get off of this, you can't ride your bikes down here. If you can pass that word along, that'll keep people from complaining to me, and I won't come talk to you. Is there a law change? What's that? Is there a law change? Yeah, you can't ride your bikes on the boardwalk. When did that law change? It's been a law for quite a while. 16.16.502 is the civic sectional code that states you can ride your bicycles around out here. So I don't know what law you're referring to. Okay, you want to go that way? We can go that way. If you want to pull out your civic code and you want to look up the code, 16.16.502 states that you can ride your bicycle out here. So if you want to come out here, you want to tell people exactly where. The Rainbow Harbor Esplanade, which is this entire area that you just parked into. From all the way at the end down there to all the way this around here, that's Rainbow Harbor Esplanade, 15.15.
To correct Iriez, the law he is referring to is 16.08, 502, not 16.16, 502, which states that bicycle riding on the Rainbow Harbor Esplanade is prohibited in excess of 3 miles per hour between the hours of 10 o'clock a.m. and 10 o'clock p.m., except city employees who are actively performing their duties.
Did you get your law degree on Facebook, or where did you actually obtain that? So do I have to have a law degree to be an informed citizen? Is that what you're saying? It's wrong to be informed. It's wrong to know the law. It's wrong to know your rights. Where you got it? I got it by knowing my rights. Is it wrong to know your rights as a citizen? Because last time I checked, when officers come and they try to invalidate your rights by telling you laws and enforcing their opinions, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to support the law. And when the law says that you can ride your bikes out here, you have no business coming up and harassing anyone telling them they shouldn't ride their bike. Oh, this is harassment now. When you tell someone to not ride their bike when they're legally able to ride their bike, yes, that is harassment. Your opinion is irrelevant. The law states you can ride our bike. Now, do you have anything else to say, or are you going to leave us alone? You have a nice day. Yeah, you have a nice day. We're going to continue riding on, man. This is our right. I've been riding here for 6 years. You know how many cops come out here and try to pull this? Big dude. Drink it. Hey, what was your name, officer? It's on the shirt. Okay. Lieutenant Coble. I know. Lieutenant Coble. Great. Nice day. Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, I appreciate you, not giving a and walking away. Please stay informed and don't harass the public, all right? Yeah. 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 So, guys, that's how you handle a police officer, all right? Yeah. You don't let the cops tell you that you can't do what you know you can do, all right? He's a lesson for college right here.
Officer Coble finds himself to be ashamed and leaves the area immediately.
No, it's PC 148G. Unholster your weapon. Don't you unholster your weapon. No, take your hands off your weapon. This is PC 148G. What's your name and your ID right now?
This is Officer James Everett with the Mesa College Police in San Diego. In May 2018, a First Amendment auditor who goes by the name of the California Citizens Watch on YouTube posted this interaction. The interaction shows the auditor filming peacefully when a police officer approaches him and draws a gun on him right away.
These are cameras. You know they are.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but...
It's a camera. No, we're not. No, it's PC-148G. Unholster your weapon. Don't you unholster your weapon. No, take your hands off your weapon. This is PC-148G. What's your name and your ID right now?
For viewers who don't know, Section 148G of Penal Code states that photographing or recording law enforcement does not constitute a crime, and the police may not detain or arrest the person merely for taping them. But this gun-wielding tyrant cop terms the camera a threat. In one sense, cameras are indeed the biggest threat for such dirty cops, since these cameras have been instrumental in exposing them.
What's your name and what's your ID? What's your name, what's your ID? Unholster your weapon. You better put your weapon. It's a camera. You know it is. It's a GoPro. Put your weapon back in your holster. Get your supervisor here now. It's a friggin' GoPro and you know it is. I'm putting this on video. No. Put your weapon back in your holster.
Lower that thing right now.
Dude, you shoot me on camera. My father was chief of police in Louisville, Kentucky. Shoot me. Watch what happens.
Right now.
It's a GoPro!
Here's what it is. Lower it.
I'm gonna put it right down. Don't you touch it. It's a GoPro.
Put it right down.
Put your weapon back in your holster. Where's your supervisor right now? What's your name? What's your ID?
Have him, out away.
No, I'm out of the way. You confronted me. I'm off the sidewalk.
Stand right over there.
You betcha. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. That's interference. That's a federal act. You just did. 42 U.S.C. 1983. 42 U.S.C. 1985. You're not allowed to touch that. Get yourselves, get right down here on duty right now. Get yourselves out here now.
The Section 42 of U.S. Code refers to deprivation or conspiracy to deprive a citizen of their civil rights. The citizen is well justified in claiming that the officers deprived him of his rights and violated his Fourth Amendment right of protection against illegal searches and seizures. The officers and the citizen are in deadlock until the supervisor arrives.
Yes, sir, it is.
Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me.
He's talking.
Okay, Travis. They come here, they hit the cone, they're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. Okay.
This is Travis Cram and Parker Whelan. On September 17th, 2022, around 10:30 p.m., both teenagers Cram and Whelan allegedly screeched their bird scooter's tires and made some noise outside the apartment of Michael J. Cecchini. Mr. Cecchini was the Bay City Public Safety Director then. He explained he's had enough when he could not enjoy his leisure time while these boys disturbed him with the noise. He had approached the boys after yelling at them from his apartment upstairs. Watch the subsequent interrogation that unfolds.
Okay, I can talk. To him. No, you're not.
Let him talk first. Let him talk first.
Let him talk.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me.
He's talking.
Okay, Travis. They come here, they hit the cone, they're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. Okay? I'd had enough. I'm upstairs. All right? I said some bad words. All right? Okay. He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down. Okay? I came down. He stood off on me, and I did a pectoral jab with my flashlight. Okay.
Director Cecchini had jabbed Travis Cram's chest with his flashlight, inducing him into a physical encounter. However, the boys opted for a lawful and mature approach and refrained from any sort of physical conflict.
Okay.
What?
My side? Okay. My side first, right? So,
hold on. Yes, you do. Just wait.
I'll cut a supplement. 2 charges right here. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. But I'll let you investigate it. Okay. Bird scoop.
I'll get their statements. I come check in with you. Okay.
All right.
Talk to him.
Me?
Yep. Talk.
Okay.
Okay. You got nothing on you?
No.
Okay. All right. What's going on?
So we were just riding around on burn scooters, like teenagers do. And then he came up here. I'm 19.
Okay.
And he hit the cone right here and knocked it over.
What cone?
I think it was the one with the gray on
there. Step inside. Okay. Middle one?
Yeah, and knocked it over, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself against him.
How did he threaten him?
I don't remember exactly what he said.
Okay.
But he antagonized him, so he was defending himself.
Okay. What led up to that point?
We were riding around down here. We were going down there, turning around, coming back up here. We were riding around this thing a little bit.
Okay. And then, so you hit the cone, and then what happened?
He hit the cone.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. He hit the cone, then what happened?
Then he started yelling at us, and he defended himself.
Where did he come from?
He was up there, up at the top.
Okay.
And he was like, I'll come down there and beat your ass.
Okay.
And we waited down here to see if he would actually come down, and then he came down. Travis was standing right there, didn't say a single word. And like on the road, and he came up and hit him. I don't know if it was like in the chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
Okay. All right. You got your ID on you?
Yes.
All right. Let me see it.
And he was also getting in his face, telling him to swing on him.
Are you still? Parker, Lachlan, Leland. Where is what's your phone number? Okay. And then where are the Berskers at right now?
They're those ones right there.
Where were you standing when him and him were?
I was standing right next to him.
And was that in the middle of the street here, or like over there, in the middle of the street right here?
Yes.
Okay. What was all said? Because I think we're still missing that part. Like the exchange of words.
The guy over there was getting in his face, telling him to hit him and stuff.
Okay, and then what? What else?
I don't really remember what all was said.
Why is that? That's just an honest question. Okay, that's why?
Yes,
okay. That was just an honest question.
That's not my biological brother,
but it's just amped up. You kind of missing parts. Okay. Okay, I got that.
Kind of adrenaline pumped up, blacked out a little bit.
Right. Okay. All right. How old is he?
18.
He's 18. You're 19.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then. Okay. Is there anything else that you think you're missing or you didn't say, or does that covers everything?
Yes.
About how long ago this happened?
Like probably 15, 20 minutes before you guys showed up.
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Just
wait by
go on that pole so she can see you. Okay. Go sit on that pole, okay?
Storage unit, right? I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel locks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
And you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right?
Right.
But he's up there. He goes, "Hey, Big Shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, Big Shot, you want to go?" Right? So obviously, you know, I'm a dude, 18 years old. I can hold my own ground. I'm gonna hold my own ground, right?
Okay.
So I didn't know who he was, right? This random old guy, older guy, not trying to be rude, right? So I said, "Yeah, come down, we can go," right? He's threatening me to fight me, right? And I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there. I said, "What's up?" Like, I didn't know who he was. He was out his badge. I seen he was a cop. I'm not gonna swing at a cop. You know, I have more respect than that. You know, he has authority over me. He's better than me. You know, all I know you.
So he hits you in the stomach with the flashlight.
Like the rib cage, not the stomach, bro.
Not bro, but.
I'm sorry.
Then what?
And then that's like it. He was like threatening me to swing on him. He wanted me to swing on him,
Why?
right?
How?
Like he would get out. He was like, I'm not close to you, but like
No,
say this is my face. This was his face. He was like threatening, like swing on me, bro. Swing on me. Swing on me. Come on, big shot. Swing on me.
Did he say that?
Yes. He was like telling me. Gabby, was he not telling me?
No, listen.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
We'll
yeah.
talk to her.
He was literally telling me to swing on him.
When was this? You didn't mention that before.
It was like after the effect of the like when he came down here and showed me his badge. As soon as he showed me his badge, I was out. Right? I'm not gonna fight a cop.
So he comes out. You
Yep.
say, "What's up?"
Yep.
Then you told me that he comes up to you and pokes you in the stomach with the flashlight.
Like jabs. It wasn't a poke. Dude, if it was a poke, I wouldn't even have made the effect. I would have just left.
Jabs you in the stomach with the flashlight. Now you're telling me that he was telling you to swing on him.
That was after.
When?
He jabbed me in the
After when?
stomach, and then he was like, come on, big shot, like threatening. Like, you know.
What exactly did he say though? Right?
Like, hit
You
me.
said a couple
So I was mad, right? I'm mad, right? He jabbed me in the stomach with a flashlight.
So what did you say when he jabbed you?
I was like, I don't even remember. I think I said something about like I should fight him, right? Because that's battery. I said that's battery. Right? Because that's battery, right? Is it not?
Okay.
Hitting with an object is battery.
And then what?
And then I just walked away. I walked that way. I walked to the other side of that.
No. You say something to him.
I said, that's battery. And he said, no, it's not. You're going to jail for disturbing the peace.
Okay.
I said, that's not a jail-worthy crime.
Okay, but where does the swing on me, hit me?
Okay, it goes after. Because I was talking to him, right? I was like, I'm kind of mad, bro. I could fight someone right now.
Don't reach in your pocket.
I'm so sorry. I was out of pocket. Anyways, so I was like, I should fight you. To him, right? I should fight him, right? He hit me with the flashlight. That's
This
self-defense.
is after the fact?
Yes, way after, like
Okay.
probably 5 minutes after, right? He's like, I should hit him back. This is self-defense. If he hits me with a flashlight, I'm an unarmed dude,
Where was
right?
he when you were saying this? Where were you?
Like right there. He was like right there, right? And we were on the other side of you see that little circle.
So then
thing?
you guys are talking, you say you should hit him.
I'm mad. Like I could hit him.
Okay, then
right?
what?
And he runs up to me, like not run, but like fast walks up to me. He's like, hit me, and like points toward his chin, like I'm gonna hit him. And I said, no, I'm more mature than you. I'm not gonna hit you. And he goes, hit me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you. I want to hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Then what happened?
And then you guys got here. And I asked him if I could sit down. He said, you're free to do whatever you want. I walked over here. I seen you guys pulling up, and I stopped. Now I'm here. I didn't threaten him in any way. I don't know how he feels threatened.
So the original altercation was because you were
squeaking the tires on the bird
and he
scooters.
yelled at you from up there.
Yeah, is that a worthy thing to hit someone's flashlight? Because he's chief of police. He's above me. He's better than me.
Upon receiving a citizen complaint, city officials placed Cecchini on leave on September 18th. On October 2nd, Cecchini informed city officials of his decision to retire, effective October 7th. Cecchini had dedicated over 20 years of service to the Phoenix Police Department.
No, I don't need to. Get away from my car. Get away from my car.
It's not your car. It's the people's car. You don't own that.
This is Officer Vorik and Officer Ryan Jaser from the Kalamazoo Police Department. On September 28, 2022, they approached two citizens near Checker Restaurant in Kalamazoo, Michigan. When the individuals saw the cops approaching them from way ahead, they were alerted and decided mutually to ignore them. Watch how their efforts unfold.
Silent treatment. Silent treatment.
Absolutely. Not a word.
Does sound pretty good.
We'll have to go to another location.
Yeah, we can probably hit Battle Creek.
There we go. This one.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go to Battle Creek. Yeah.
I like those mushroom twists.
Hello.
How you doing? The spicy chicken.
Are we not being verbal?
Yeah, that mushroom twist does sound
We're just trying to have a conversation. We're not trying to yell at you guys.
I do like the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Okay.
I like the cheesy beating recipe too.
What's going on?
I like the Burrito Supreme.
They're charging $5 for that.
Are they really? Really? That must be the extra sour cream.
Either way,
that's in there.
we just have a
Yeah, they
civil
must be putting extra sour cream in
about this.
Really? I always add extra sour cream, so that puts it over $5.
Yeah, really it does.
Mm-hmm. Just for one simple burrito that I can make at home for like 50 cents.
Right.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Totally insane.
Gentlemen, can we have a conversation about what's going on? just at least want to have a talk with you.
For those who don't know, as citizens, you have a constitutional right to remain silent in front of the police or law enforcement. Only a judge can order you to answer questions or forcefully speak.
At least the sound of that drowning out that music over there.
It is, yeah. It is nice.
That way we don't have to mute our volume.
Right. I was worried about that at first, but it didn't travel this far. I was worried that the music was going to travel over here, but it didn't.
She's so mad. It's like they won't talk to me. Smiling over there with Doris.
Yeah.
Later, both of these citizens, with their active citizenry, approach the cops near their cruiser, where a strange encounter unravels.
Now look.
That one's on a street, ain't it? Yeah, that one's on a street. Sure is. See if they left that cat open.
It's not your car. It's the people's car. You don't own that.
I'm not moving my car.
I guess
Yeah, you don't own the car. We can be near the car.
Asked me to move. Maybe I would have moved.
I've been
but
trying to
telling me
talk
to
to
get
you.
away from the car, it don't work that way.
You can record if you want, but you can.
We can absolutely record inside the car. You don't just demand people get away from your car. It's not your car. It's actually the people of Kalamazoo's.
An officer safety concern for me.
No, that officer's safety, my ass.
Not opening my door.
What law
while you
is
were
officer
standing
safety?
there.
Yeah, what law is officer safety?
Passenger seat now.
What law is officer safety?
Sir.
No, you are being ridiculous. Coming out here telling me orders when I don't have to follow your orders. I didn't break no law. No, I don't. That's where you're wrong, honey.
At this point, I'm asking you.
Is that a lawful order? Is that a lawful order to step away from your vehicle? Is that a lawful order?
Yes, it
Do
is.
you have the lawful authority to make that order?
At this point, I don't know what you were doing.
Okay.
I do not trust your.
Pretty obvious.
I do not trust.
It's pretty
your
obvious.
actions.
Well, that's your problem, not mine. I don't trust your actions. You guys shoot people.
I have never.
You guys shoot people.
I've never shot anybody.
Okay, well, cops shoot people. You're a cop.
And other 14592. And other people shoot people as well.
Yeah, sure do. But mostly it's the cops that shoot people and get away with it.
Yeah, I can't see that because it's too dark, but I can see that one.
Yeah, you shouldn't just bark orders at people
Well,
in public.
at this point,
You should be nice. Like, could you
I was trying
could
to
you
do
step
something.
could you step aside so I could get in my vehicle, sir? That should be how you would treat the public, not get away from my vehicle.
I was trying
But
to be
I didn't want to talk to you over there. I didn't want to talk to you over there, and I'm not required to, right? I didn't want to talk to you over there, and I'm not required
trying to be polite.
I know you was, but I'm still not required to talk to you. I didn't call you. They called
You
you.
weren't being polite. You were interrupting our conversation.
Yeah, you should have went over there and talked to them first before coming up to us because they called you, not us. There is no my side.
Get out of here and just leave you all alone.
There is no my side. I'm on a public sidewalk doing what I'm lawfully allowed to do. That's
and
that.
that's what we told them.
Okay,
we were
cool.
actually defending what
Cool.
you were doing.
Cool.
At this point, though, I cannot defend this.
Oh, well, I don't need you to defend anything. The Constitution defends what I'm doing. You should worry about will the Constitution defend what you do. And walking out and being rude and barking orders at civilians.
Did either one of us break
the Constitution is not going to back you up on that.
At this point, like I said, officer safety. I just didn't want
Officer
to get
safety.
while I was getting into it.
If you're so scared, you shouldn't have became a cop. You should have went into the private sector if you're so scared. Not everybody is a threat out here. But you guys look at everybody like they're a threat.
Neither one of us broke the law, correct?
No.
Not correct?
I answered the first part of your question.
Nobody broke the law.
So,
cool.
Neither of us broke the law.
What's your name and badge number?
What told you?
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Ryan Jagger.
Ryan Jagger, like Mick Jagger?
Yep.
Awesome.
14934.
Appreciate you, brother. I love the stash, by the way, man.
Both Officer Vorick and Officer Ryan Jagger are baffled by the conversation the citizens put up. Overall, the citizens were right that the police car is generally not the cop's personally owned car.
So you do not suspect that I might be drinking in public?
Show us what kind of... We have what is called a reasonable suspicion.
That's what I'm asking. Do you suspect? You said
we have what's called a reasonable suspicion.
This is Officer Scott and Officer Avila from the Boulder Police Department. On August 25th, 2019, officers approached two individuals near the curb in Colorado. The deputies began to strangely raise suspicion on them of consuming alcohol. To their advantage, the individuals were well informed about their rights and adeptly defended their positions.
Hey gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
Great.
What you got there, man?
What do you mean?
What kind of beverage is that?
Looks like a Pepsi.
Stay your distance, please.
Stay your distance?
Yeah, I don't want two guys with guns coming up on me.
Oh, we're police officers. Maybe you didn't notice.
I don't care whether you're police officers or the mafia.
The mafia?
Yeah, you guys are rolling around and crubbing up on me with guns.Ck up. Yeah.
We're police officers. We're here to serve and protect, sir.
I just wanted to inquire what
You're
that
trying
was,
to...
because there's a lot of students here drinking, so
I don't...
we just want to make sure that...
No inquiry needed.
So, yeah, well, our job is to make sure the community's safe. And when
That's some
people
Gestapo stuff when you stop for everybody holding a can anywhere.
No, not everybody holding a can anywhere.
Just me?
No, just people that we feel might be drinking in public. So we're checking to make sure.
Do you suspect I might be drinking in public?
We have no idea.
We don't know what the...
That's
so
why
you
we're
do
asking.
not suspect that I might be drinking in public?
Show us what kind of...
We have what is called a reasonable suspicion.
That's what I'm asking. Do you suspect? You said
we have what's called a reasonable suspicion.
Do you have a reasonable suspicion?
Yeah, we do.
What is that?
A can.
I'm holding
so
a
we're
can.
stopped to investigate.
That's your reasonable
That's not a reasonable suspicion for drinking
Holding a can
alcohol.
is a reasonable suspicion.
Yeah.
So anybody holding a can is under reasonable suspicion.
Well, typically we like to see the can. Usually we can see if it's an actual soft drink or if
This
it's
may
an
not be
alcoholic
typical.
beverage.
Do I look imbibed on beverages in public, Officer Scott?
I don't know.
May I have your card, please?
You'd have to come get it, and you don't want me to get close to you.
Will you please hand me your card? I'm requesting it.
Let me see if I can do this from a distance.
Do I need to articulate?
Is this close? You want me to set it down and then you can grab it? Would that be better so I don't get too close?
Officer Avila.
Yeah.
May I have your card, please? Excellent. Officer Avila has no problem being professional with a business card. Anything else that you gentlemen need besides Gestapo stops for cans? Yeah. Gestapo when you're going to stop me for a can on the sidewalk. That's sick.
You were standing here. We didn't stop you. We just came up to talk to you.
Oh, okay, later.
The police officers likely sought a bribe or at the very least aimed to inconvenience the citizens, given Officer Scott's notably unprofessional behavior. The officers departed the scene feeling embarrassed in their cruiser. The citizens mocked the officers while they slowly drove off.
See you. Have a good night. Take care.
Yeah.
Good talking to you.
Yeah.
Out with a couple of 11
Wow, you gotta be special kind of stupid, right? It's illegal to drink Pepsi on the hill, boys. Yeah, don't f around with that Pepsi. Jesus Christ, that's a heavy duty. You boys be up all night. You can handle it.
I've been driving around. I know there's a lot of crime, man. You shouldn't be bothering people that are doing a lawful act. Huh? What, road cops that kill people?
This is Philip Hernandez, an auditor from Las Vegas who runs a YouTube channel by the name of High Desert Community Watch. In September 2017, this First Amendment audit was conducted outside an FBI building in Las Vegas, Nevada, where he was stopped and asked to ID by the two officers with the Las Vegas Police Department. Watch how Hernandez stands up for his rights.
I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation, sir. I'm narrating.
What are you?
I'm narrating. I don't want to have a conversation.
I'm here to make sure that what you're doing. We got to call.
I'm doing a story. I'm a journalist, so
that's absolutely
you guys can leave me alone. I don't need an ID unless I commit a crime, sir.
You're filming a station, so
that's not a crime, sir.
It's not a crime.
It's not a crime, and it's not a reasonable articulate suspicion either.
Really, it isn't.
It isn't. I challenge you to that. You're being live streamed on the internet. Hey, you guys.
Why are you going to challenge me?
Because you think you just show up and you're going to sort of you're going to want to see who I am, a guy with a gun. I'm sorry, but you're not getting an ID. I don't even have one on me.
It's my job.
No, it's not, sir. No, it's not. I told you I'm doing a story. No, sir, you're overstepping your boundaries. I already told you. I just did the FBI, and they said it was okay, and you're going to come out here and...
Who told you at the FBI? That's how we got the call.
I already talked to them.
Well, we got the call from the...
Well, it doesn't matter. I got the DHS memo here.
Can I see it?
But don't come up and start demanding ID because you're not going to get it. You're not gonna get ID.
I just came out here, man.
You asked me for ID, bro. Exactly. So why would I?
Who I'm talking?
But why? No. Let me see your ID where you live.
Why am I gonna show you?
Exactly. So why should I show you?
Okay. Do you want to give me your name then?
No. You can call me Good Citizen.
What's that?
You can call me Good Citizen.
Good Citizen.
See, you guys. I'm at Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Station, the Larry C. Bolden Area Command Substation. I was doing a story on the FBI, and I noticed all this stuff, this fire station, police station, and he just wants to show up and demand ID and stuff. So I told him what I'm doing. I'm just doing a little story. I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
The auditor tries to reason with the officers and successfully gets his point across. The demand for his ID is completely illegal, as there is no suspicion of a crime being committed. Public filming, as long as the person is in public space, does not become illicit simply due to the fact that the subject building is a security establishment.
Listen, I never came out here and told you.
Yeah, man, but that you know what, man? You can't just
let me speak.
No, because you can't.
I've let you speak the whole time.
I know, but I don't. I told you. No, it's not rude. It's exerting my rights because one question leads to 100.
Everybody has rights, right?
Yeah, but I have the right not to listen to you. You have a good day, sir. I want to just get my shots.
Fortunately for both parties, the encounter ends on a cordial note.
I've been driving around. I know there's a lot of crime, man. You shouldn't be bothering people that are doing a lawful act.
People like you are the ones we're looking for.
Huh? What, road cops that kill people?
What's your shirt say, man? I like it. I love your shirt. What's it say? I like it.
Here's a gift.
I like it. That's a cool shirt.
Thank you.
No artificial flavors.
Gotta represent, man.
What does it say? Calories.
My son gave it to me.
I like it.
You guys have a good day. Stay safe.
Have a good day, brother.
Stay safe, okay?
Yeah.
The auditor shows how you can be cordial and professional even while conducting an audit against the tyrant cops who are constantly trying to usurp citizens' rights. He exercised his First and Fourth Amendment rights and called out the officer for trying to ID him for absolutely no reason.
So, this is what he has a problem with, the tail lights. At which point you see I did do what you said. If you look here, they have been replaced. They're OEM. They're OEM. OEM dot certified. Pay $275 a piece. You want to look at them, bro. I went through and I paid the extra money, and now you're pulling me over again.
What I saw is they look dark.
This is Mr. Clint Layson. On July 27, 2020, he was stopped by Officer Jeff Kozlowski from the Belle Plaine Police Department while driving his Volkswagen on some road in Belle Plaine, Minnesota. Officer Kozlowski conducted a traffic stop on the suspicion of faulty taillights in the car. However, Mr. Layson's car had no issues with the taillights.
All right, guys. I'm getting pulled over for no damn reason. Just left my house. Just going on a cruise. Wasn't speeding. Have insurance. Let's see what this is about.
I have your driver's license proof insurance, sir.
Can I ask why?
Once I see your driver's license, I can
That's not
identify
protocol,
you.
dude. Why did you pull me over?
Mr. Clint Layson rightfully inquires about the reason for Officer Kozlowski's demand for his ID and insurance as per the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. Fourth Amendment protects citizens against unreasonable seizures and searches and permits them to question the reason for such acts. Mr. Layson immediately realized he was being pulled over without any probable cause. Observe how smartly he acts and deals with the situation.
Okay, well, I told you last time I saw you at the gas station, it wasn't a traffic stop then. I advised you that your taillights were illegal.
All right. Can I step out for a second?
Absolutely.
You are being recorded too, just so you know.
Who are you?
So, this is what he has a problem with, the tail lights. At which point you see I did do what you said. If you look here, they have been replaced. They're OEM. They're OEM. OEM dot certified. Paid $275 a piece. You want to look at them? Look at them, bro. I went through and I paid the extra money. And now you're pulling me over again.
What I saw is they look dark.
That's legal. Okay. It's legal. There's plenty of other cars around here that have black taillights, don't even have color.
I'm explaining to you why, okay? That's all. They looked dark when I pulled behind you. Okay? That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Any other issues? Because you've seen it now.
No. Was it that hard?
No, but it's just a little bit disconcerting to me that I can't go about my travels in this town. It's sickening. Without being pulled over for no reason. And then you ask me for my license and you try to give me a headache over it because I didn't do anything.
Okay, well, when you're pulled over in the state of Minnesota, you have to produce a license.
But I actually have to produce a driving infraction for you to pull me over.
Officer Kozlowski seems baffled after he finds out that there is no particular fault with the taillights of the car. However, he still doesn't back off from his demands to view Mr. Layson's driving license and insurance.
Okay. When you're stopped in Minnesota, you have to produce a driver's license.
There has to be a reason for you to stop me.
Okay. I've provided you a reason.
And I told you.
Okay. But you still have to provide me a driver's license.
What's your reasonable suspicion for pulling me over after I showed you that my taillights are good? OEM. This will be interesting. Now I am confiding to him even though he doesn't need this.
You have your insurance card as well.
You can look up the policy right here. You can look up the policy number, you'll see it's active.
This card shows that it is expired as of March 10th.
Okay, but you can still use that to see if I am
I don't
current.
have access to their system, sir.
All right.
Okay, so
I'm gonna pause the video and show him my app real quick. All right. That's what we're dealing with, guys. Unlawful f***ing stops here.
Mr. Layson unwillingly showed him his identity documents and insurance for what Officer Kozlowski had been badgering for this whole encounter. Mr. Layson was allowed to leave following the scene and did not get any citations or tickets for any misdemeanor. Officer Kozlowski remains on duty despite having been violating the rights of citizens.
We're gonna find out.
They tried the same you're doing right now.
Okay, we're gonna find out.
All right, Snowflake.
We're gonna find out.
Why you out here melting like
We're
that?
gonna find out.
Look.
Get done with you, you're gonna be melting.
You're a funny guy, you know that, right?
This is Officer Jackson from Camden County Correctional Facility, New Jersey. The citizen is recording activities outside the premises, and Officer Jackson finds this act offensive. The individual is well informed about the law. Watch how he articulates his arguments, even though Officer Jackson maintains his authority despite being mistaken.
You have to leave the property, young man. You cannot video record anything.
Who said that?
I did. You're not allowed.
Who are you?
My man.
Who are you?
Do you work for the news?
Who are you? You don't approach me like that.
Do you work for the news?
Back up.
Do you work for the news?
Back up.
You have to leave the
Jackson, badge number 104.
104, yes.
Disrespectful,
You have to leave
harassment.
the
I am the
position.
public. This is open to the public.
If you are
I will
not-
stand here all day and record you.
Call Duchess from.
Call whoever you want.
Call Duchess. If you are not.
Call the mayor.
Media,
Call the
you
U.S.
cannot
Marine.
record it.
I am the media.
No, you're not. Let me see some credentials. Let me see some
Credentials?
credentials, yes.
First Amendment
Let
of
me
the
see some
United States of America. That's my credentials.
Okay.
The law or the amendment he cites of the Constitution is the First Amendment, which provides that Congress make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise. It protects freedom of speech, the press, assembly, and the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
All right.
Respect it. You swore on oath, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
All right, then I don't know why you're working here then.
Okay. All right, we're going to find out. All right, Joe. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy, Joe. Be good.
This is how you act with the public?
You're not supposed to record, my man.
I can record whatever I want.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's a federal law.
All right.
Know your laws.
Find out. Okay.
Find out.
We're going to find out.
I just came
my
from
man.
the front of the building.
All right. We're going to find
They
out.
tried the same you're doing right now.
Okay, we're going to find out.
All right, Snowflake.
We're going to find out.
Why you out here melting like
We're
that?
going to find out.
Look.
Get done with you, you're going to be melting.
You're a funny guy. You know that, right?
Always got to have one.
This is what I do. Camden County Police Station, they know who I am.
Okay, all right.
Exactly.
Here comes the lab.
All right.
He's off.
Did you call Dutch?
Oh, he's off. Yeah, he's off. That means he's off the clock. Power of recording, photography, baby.
You cannot stand out and record the jail.
I can record whatever I want.
No, you cannot.
Whatever I can see.
No, you
Is this open to the public?
You cannot record the
Yes,
jail.
it is open to the public.
record the jail.
I can record what I want.
Okay. We're going to find out.
All right.
I called Lieutenant Henson.
Yeah, he called.
He's out here walking around recording in front of
Because
the
I'm recording, doing my First Amendment right. It's a protected activity by the Constitution of the United States of America. If he doesn't like it, walk back inside. Leave. Do your job.
It's a safety risk, though.
Your safety risk has nothing to do with my constitutional right. You understand what I'm saying?
It's like you have a constitutional right, we have a constitution.
Listen, this is a one consent party.
Did they call?
Call you want.
Just call Metro. Tell them like you have someone recording.
Nice. Call Sergeant May.
Metro from.
Yeah, call Sergeant May down here. He know who I am. Yeah, come on, let's get it there. Funny guy, come on, Snowflake.
Just let Metro come down.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Stay down here until they come get it.
Yeah. That's how you're supposed to do it. All right, tough guy. Look at him, everybody. Get this video a thumbs up. You're gonna be a big YouTube star. Tough guy.
Officer Jackson backs off as he's embarrassed and returns to the facility. Unfortunately, the date and time of this incident remains unknown.
You have a wonderful day, sir.
No, I will.
Are you honoring your oath? You look like a tyrant.
Really?
Yes, you do.
No need for name calling there, pal.
Okay, it's called freedom of speech. That's my opinion.
This is Sergeant Dobrowolski with the Evanston Police Department. An educated citizen who goes by the name of Audit Them on YouTube was conducting a First Amendment audit in the Evanston Police Department in Evanston, Illinois. The citizen wanted to file a FOIA Freedom of Information Act application. Watch what happens as the auditor tries to file that application.
Oh, now there's the door open. I just walk in.
Whoa.
Anybody?
No, out here.
Please don't touch me.
I'm the police.
I don't care who you are. You don't touch people.
You don't come into the office.
Okay. Yes, I do. And I sit down just like this.
What is it?
You don't put hands on people, sir.
What is it that you want?
I don't want your assistance.
You don't.
What's your name and your identifier?
It's Sergeant Dabrowski.
Okay, there you go. There's no need for a shitty attitude.
What do you want? You can't come in here. You have to talk to them on the phone. Do you understand me?
I don't answer your questions. You are dismissed.
You want?
I'm not interested in talking to you. You call your superior. What's your star number, sir?
14.
That's good enough. You have a good day.
What was he on the phone for?
He's trying to do a FOIA request.
Yes, that is correct.
Closed, so I spoke him out online. Wasn't happy with that. He asked for a supervisor. I did reach out to the other sergeant.
I am able to do a FOIA request in person too as well, sir. 5 ILCS 140 permits me to do FOIA requests in person as well.
You absolutely can, but they're closed, is what he's saying.
Okay, well, I could file the FOIA request. They don't have to be open to accept the FOIA request according to state law.
And you can do it online.
And I could do it in person as well. I prefer in person. I'd like to familiarize myself with the staff, just like you just put your hands on me. Yep, that was uncalled for.
Okay, so you're gonna sit here until when?
I need to file a FOIA request until through my FOIA request.
And that's all done through records, right? And what time do they get here?
That's bad information. All three of you gentlemen are misinformed. Freedom of Information specifies upon receiving public record request, public body shall forward it over to his FOIA officer immediately.
Right, and because they're closed, you can file it online anytime you'd like.
I prefer to file my request in person.
Then you'll have to come back at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
No, that's not the way it works, sir. Do you have a designated form, Taylor?
Form?
Yep. FOIA form. Okay, you said it's online, right? Could you access online, print one out for me?
Me print one out for you?
Yeah, you being a staff member, you being a worker here, working for the people.
We got other supervisors coming.
Sure. I'll wait for another supervisor.
Who's coming?
This is a classic example of how bureaucracy traps you in red tape and tries to impede your access to rights. This entire controversy could be prevented only if the responsible people had simply accepted the FOIA application. Instead, they try to get you involved in unnecessary fluff, hoping you would give up at some point. Not only this, the sergeant also accuses the auditor of criminal trespassing into a public building. There are only a handful of situations where these two terms can be used in the same sentence.
Okay.
You have a wonderful day, sir.
Oh, I will.
Are you honoring your oath? You look like a tyrant.
Really? Okay.
Yes, you do.
No need for name calling there, pal.
Okay, it's called freedom of speech. That's my opinion. Okay. Just like you feel the right to touch people.
Well, when you start barging into my station...
It's not barging, it's called walk in.
It's called criminal trespassing.
No, it's criminal trespass? No, it's not. Criminal trespass. You don't know what you're talking about. Trespass 720 ILCS 521, criminal trespass to real property. This section shall not apply for being in a building which is open to the public while during normal business hours. I'm here to file a FOIA request.
And you're causing a problem.
You're the one who's causing the issue.
No, you're causing the problem.
You put your hands on people.
You've been told when the FOIA office is open, and here you are.
I have the FOIA law. Everything that you're spewing is incompetence at this moment.
Okay.
Your entire career is subject to public disclosure.
Oh, and I know.
Everybody you've arrested can be interviewed.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
As the supervisor gets there, he realizes that the auditor is not one of those run-of-the-mill citizens who can be shooed away by using official lingo. He recognizes the auditor's rights, and after some deliberation accepts the FOIA request as well.
But I'll speak to the supervisor. You have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
You too.
Yep.
Hi, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Supervisor?
Yes, I did.
Just, my body camera's on.
Yeah. May I get your name and your unique identifier to begin with?
My name is Sergeant Tyson. My star number is 21. What can I help you with?
Sure. Yep. Did the gentleman there relay what my request was?
He said you were asking about FOIA requests?
Yep.
Okay.
I just need a FOIA form to fill out.
Okay. All of our FOIA forms are now online.
Okay. They are also in person. I prefer to do my business in person at this time.
Okay. I don't have FOIA requests here.
Sure.
All of our FOIA requests are online.
Okay. FOIA does not require a specific standard form, so I could fill it out on a blank form, and I'll go ahead and submit my FOIA request on a blank piece of paper and submit it over. They'll be responsible for forwarding over to the FOIA officer immediately.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, a few minutes I'll be through with it. It's just that officer that just left. What was his first name?
I don't know who just left.
You don't know, okay. What was that officer's first name that just left, sir?
Sergeant Dabrowski.
Dabrowski? Thank you, sir. Dabrowski, okay. He put hands on for me just simply walking through the door and started acting very tyrannical. His entire career is subject to public disclosure. Everybody he arrested is subject to have interviews. Everybody he's arrested in his career can be interviewed and questioned about his tactics and his behavior.
Well, is there anything else I can...
But anyhow, sir, no, you've been cordial. I'll go ahead and file my FOIA request. If I could just have let me see if there's any blank pages here. Oh, there's another officer standing there.
The auditor files the FOIA request on paper with the desk officer. Although this auditor stood for his rights and refused to bow down to tyrant cops, The disdain that ignorant and egomaniac Sergeant Dobrowolski showed for private citizens is very telling of the kind of police officers citizens have to face every day.
We're doing our job. You guys should be doing your job and actually catching the guy who's burglaring us in this place. Okay. You realize you're wasting your time with me.
This is Officer Hartkop from the Boulder Police Department. On the 13th of March 2020, these cops arrived on the streets of Boulder, Colorado, responding to the call of a resident who had reported a robbery on their property. The cops detain an individual named Dean, who is walking with his friend, on suspicion that he might be the alleged robber based on a similar description. He argues that the cops already know him and his residence pretty well. Watch how the encounter unfolds.
Don't order me around. Who do you think you are? What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number. If you're going to tell me what to do.
I'm not talking.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Ridiculous.
Am I being detained, sir?
So right now, there's potentially you're a suspect. So yes, you're being detained.
Call.
You grab a seat and have a stick your hand in your pocket, number, please. If this is, if not it, let you go here in a second, okay?
Okay.
So.
The Boulder Police at its finest is going to be detaining somebody.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
It's Officer Briscoe, 11499.
Officer Briscoe will be responsible.
And I believe this is Officer Hartkop. Hello, officer.
You know exactly who these guys are.
Yeah.
Is match description, right?
Yeah, we're here to film you because of the call.
Okay.
Did y'all get here? I know y'all heard it.
Get to work, we don't answer questions.
Well, how quickly did y'all get here from the call coming out?
Get to work, we don't answer questions.
All right, so you matched the description of the guy.
Description had a hat on. Where's his hat?
He's got a hood up.
No, he said it was over a hat.
So,
he has no hat.
Sir, we're not talking to you right now.
I'm just not talking to you. I'm talking to myself.
So do not interrupt yourself.
You asking me to leave?
Sir, do you have an ID that I can see?
I don't have to identify myself.
You're talking to me directly.
As we've established, so we got a call. As you heard.
You know who I am.
Yep.
You guys all know my name. You know who I am. You know where I live.
Stop.
You know everything about me. Why do you need to see my ID?
So our issue is that we had a homeowner call because they had a break-in recently. The description.
I understand. We're listening to you on the radio. Yeah.
Right, and they match.
No. We're doing our job. You guys should be doing your job and actually catching the guy who's burglaring us in this place.
Okay.
You realize you're wasting your time with me.
This is just something we have to do to check that box to make sure that you aren't related. As small as it could be, it's something we got to check off.
Officer Hartkop, you've seen me plenty of times. You know exactly what we're doing here.
Yep. Can you just remind me of your first name?
Yeah, my name's Dean. You know who I am.
Yep.
And if you guys don't know who I am, you will know who I am very shortly.
This is ridiculous.
Dean, and your
This guy doesn't match the suspect at all. The description was something totally different, and he was left in the garage.
I've already asked you to stop interjecting in our
I'm
conversation.
talking for my video, not
So
to you, bud.
y'all heard the call come out. How quickly did y'all get here from when the call came out?
I'm not answering any other questions.
So it's just so if you were here within 30 seconds, that would explain why they saw you on the Ring camera. But my concern is the fact that they called obviously because they saw a suspicious individual matching your description who also matched the description of someone that broke into their house on Friday.
Great. Where is that person? We'd love to see this video and see what the person looks like. They've got ring cam video. Why don't you go look at the ring cam video and see if I look like that person?
We're working on that. Okay?
So that person's probably walking away right now.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
If it's not you, then you're probably right. However, you match the description right now, so we are talking to you. And your partner over here is making it more difficult to do our job. So it's making
he should make it difficult because you're wasting your time.
Okay. You believe that? And you know what? I have to go out against what I'm going with what I got, okay?
Yeah.
So like I said, we're going to check that footage just to verify and make sure that if it is the chance there was a miscommunication and you don't match the description as provided, then we will send you on your way. But once again, I'm just going to ask, how quickly did you get here?
I'm not answering your question.
The detained individual doesn't answer any of Officer Hartkop's questions as per his rights. As mentioned earlier, he is not liable to answer any questions asked by the cops. The detained individual refuses to show his ID and remove his face coverings in protest. He also rightfully demands the cards of these officers, according to the policy set by law enforcement.
As we established, so Dean, you and I both know who each other are. We're familiar with each other. We have to verify with the reporting party that the individual they saw in the ring is not you. Once we have verified that, then we will go from there.
Great.
But the basic description that we were given on the way here matches how you are dressed right now. That is why we are talking to you right now. That's why we're having this conversation. Once we can get something more specific and narrow down the individual, then we will go from there.
Yeah, I think something more specific than this. Someone who is completely covered, almost head to toe. You can't even hardly see anything but my eyeballs and the top of my nose. That's a description of someone at 20 degrees out. Probably the description of 85% of the people out here.
You can understand how that's concerning for someone who just had their house broken into to see someone, as you described. You can only see their eyes. So they were recently victimized, and then they see you dressed like that walking near their house.
I don't see anybody else out here wearing a mask, so.
Would your officers like to identify yourselves? Names and badge numbers, please.
I already told you.
I didn't hear it.
Your buddy already identified me.
He's indicating that you didn't identify yourselves.
Okay. You can review the video if you want.
Once everything wraps up, we will get you business cards as you'd like, because I'm sure you're going to want those.
Absolutely, that'd be lovely to collect your cards.
Yep, just give us a few minutes. I understand it's taking a little bit, but technology can be difficult sometimes.
Time's ticking away. I got a little counter here. I know how long it's taken. I also understand detainment can't last forever. You have to let me go or arrest me.
So, detainment can last however long it needs to for us to complete the investigation, and as it stands, we are still thoroughly investigating. Once that has been completed, I will let you know. Were y'all on foot in the area? Did you drive here? Is there any reason why this person would misinterpret you for the person that...
Again, not answering any of your questions.
You take care of that. So you have every right to refuse questions. We're just going to sit here until we get everything taken care of, okay?
Dean's your name, right?
Yes, sir.
You're free to go. Wasn't you?
Oh, free to go. Now go.
Dean, I know you don't.
Could have, would have.
There's somebody robbing a house, right?
Hey, stop. I'm not talking to you.
Unbelievable.
Dean, I'm going to suggest highly that you do not show up to calls dressed like the suspect.
Oh, my God.
Guys, just want to tell you that I'm going to show up to every call that I hear while I'm out, and I'm going to dress however the I want to dress. Mask and all.
Tell me how to
if you do that.
That's great. You guys can realize you're wasting state and taxpayers' money. You're wasting time. You're letting criminals go by around with us.
Dean, you're free to leave. As my partner said,
please,
dress
thank you.
You are. It's concerning for people, which is why
this is how I dress every time I see you guys. It's not a surprise.
Yep. But
I'm just suggesting it so you don't get stopped in the future.
How am I stopping you?
All right. Just make a mental note next time you see me and dress the same way. This is how I dress every time I'm out here. Don't with me next time. Go do your jobs.
We aren't messing with you, like I said.
You are. You know me, dude. Come on.
We got to do an investigation.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
We check our boxes.
You could have left one person here to stay here and talk to us while the rest of you actually can look for the guy.
We're going. So
I'm free to go. Great.
Hold the time.
What a joke.
Good. We're out of here. Let's go.
All right. Have a good night. Absolutely. Have a good night. What's your name and badge number? I already told you. Nah, all of you. Here, I'll give you my card. Every one of you. Cards. Here. Cards. I'll give him my card because he was the one detained. There you go, sir. You should give me a card for running your mouth. You came in contact. I'm asking for a card. Hey, man. Stop following us. Give me a card. Hey, you're running your mouth. That's your policy. Give me a card. Slow down. Okay.
It looked like he came to a complete
it's
stop.
Up to you. Your choice. Yeah, you're not. Hey, you're the one running your mouth, giving me directions, and then you don't want to give a card. This is your policy, not mine. See you later, man.
Dean frowned over how the cops had wasted the time that could have been used to catch the actual suspect. He was told that he was free to leave while the cops also exited the area.
You have to release me from detainment. You have to release me from detainment. It's not up for me to make a decision whether or not I understand something. It's up to you to release me from my detainment. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
This is Sergeant Barrientos with the Fort Wayne Police Department. On November 5th, 2018, a journalist who goes by the name of Indiana News on YouTube was filming in the area around the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum before the Trump rally. As the journalist was trying to film, Sergeant Barrientos demanded his ID and illegally detained him unless the other officers got involved and the journalist was finally able to leave.
What's your name, sir?
Who are you?
I'm sorry?
That's not the way this goes. Who are you?
I'm Sergeant Barrientos, Fort Wayne Police Department. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
I didn't give it.
I know. I want to know what your name is.
I don't care what you want.
Well,
that's not the policy.
The Secret Service.
I don't care.
Us to identify
then why
who you are.
don't they come out here and talk to me?
They will in a moment.
Okay, go ahead. Am I being
What's your
detained?
What's your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your
I'm going to assume no.
What's that?
I'm going to say, hey, don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Public servant, don't touch me. Look, public servant, you don't touch me.
All right.
You don't touch me.
Or else what?
You don't touch me.
Or else what?
I will file a complaint.
You can file a complaint.
Don't
but
touch
I'm going
me.
to identify you.
You're being live streamed? Nope.
All right, stop.
No. Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Am I being detained?
Identify who you are.
That's not the way this goes.
Well, I don't care what you say.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Any citizen, unless they are formally arrested or have a reasonable suspicion articulated to them, are not legally bound to identify themselves. Freedom of press, which includes filming in public, is a First Amendment protected activity. Sergeant Barrientos detains the journalist for 10 minutes, and that is when the other officers get involved.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Officer Adam Hartman, 1896 Fort Wayne Police Department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for being professional. Unlike these guys who have illegally detained me. And this guy decided he wanted to put his hands on me. Can you do something about that?
Well, he's a sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Can you please arrest this man?
I'm here. I'm not. If you
Well, I am going to file a complaint, but that is not it. Can you arrest this man for illegally touching me?
No, I haven't witnessed any crime.
I'll show you. I'll show you the crime. It's being live streamed as we speak. You don't touch citizens, sir, who've done nothing wrong. You don't touch them. Do you hear me? Do you understand? I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, I just got advised.
No shit.
Listen, there's no need to swear.
Yeah, yes, there is, because you can't illegally detain me. Now you are illegally detaining me. You have to release me from detainment. You have to release me from detainment. It's not up for me to make a decision whether or not I understand something. It's up to you to release me from my detainment. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Thank you, sir. I don't care to hear your lip. I'm not on the sidewalk. How's that?
Have a good day.
No, you have a terrible day because I'm going to file a complaint with your department.
Wouldn't be the first.
I already know that. I already know that. I've heard your name before.
And the journalist was not wrong either. Sergeant Barrientos had multiple lawsuits filed against him for battery, assault, and excessive use of force going as far back as 2007. As long as such tyrant cops are on streets, the public trust in government institutions will continue to erode. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.